Elite defenses are going to swallow Caitlin Clark up. Yes, you heard that correctly. That is the new thing going around. That is what the media and the Hatelins and the Slows are going with because of this new chart that was out. It's on the screen here somewhere, which is Caitlin Clark's tendencies. As you can see, elite finisher around the rim. For a lot of people who talk about she can't get to the rim and doesn't have handles, I've done multiple videos proving that to be completely incorrect. But as you can see, she does like a specific area on the court for her 3-point shot. And somehow that means she's not evolving. That means she's predictable. Well, hell, then she should be easy to stop, right? No, you still can't stop her. That's what a lot of people don't understand, and that's the problem with this chart is it doesn't matter that that is her tendency. First of all players have tendencies. All great players have tendencies. They can do other things as well, and they only have to be good enough, okay, to make you guard against it. That's it. But all players have spots on the court. All players have certain moves that they go into that are going to have them go to certain spots on the court that's going to have them go left or go right. It does not matter. Lionel Messi, I go back second. The man's left-footed. He's left-footed dominant. He scores most of his goals with his left foot. You're still not stopping it. Joe Robin, one of the best Dutch national team players in history, had a fantastic career in the Bundesliga in Germany. Left-footed player down the right side. He loved to cut back at the top of the box, bend the ball in from the top of the box with his left foot into the upper far corner. Scored hundreds of goals that way. You knew it was coming. You couldn't stop it because, again, he could do other things well enough, but he was so damn good. Caitlin Clark, same thing. Yes, she she can shoot from anywhere. And by the way, for those who keep talking about, oh, she doesn't have a mid game, she has to develop this, she has to develop that. She has all those things. We've seen it. I've broken down video of her doing it in 2024. She just hasn't done it a ton because she hasn't had to. But she's expanding her game and using it a little more, which just makes it more difficult. Does she like that left of center 3-point area out top because she can step back going to her left to shoot that three-pointer? Yes. Are you going to stop it because of that? No. Can she do other things that you have to worry about? And if you focus so much on stopping that one 3-point shot that she's going to burn you in another way? Abso-freaking-lutely. By the way, for those just real quick who wonder about that, what she's doing, and I guess it's just so I don't know, so different with Caitlin Clark because of the emphasis on the logo 3 and all of that, and that was kind of, her claim to fame in terms of growing her fan base and everything. It's a very normal thing for a step back or even just sort of stepping to the side as a right-handed shooter. They all feel more comfortable stepping to the left. It is how your body works. It's physics, okay? As a left-handed shooter, if I'm taking that shot, I'm a lot more comfortable stepping to my right because of how you're holding the basketball and how you're stepping back, right? If I go to my right and I step back with my right foot, because my left foot's going to be my lead foot, right? So I want to step back with that second. I'm stepping back with my right first and planting it. I'm finish my dribble. I'm bringing it up with my right hand. Now I can bring it over to my shooting hand and I'm in a shooting position and it's perfectly normal. Right hand, right foot back, planted. Now I bring in my front foot, right? Your forward foot. That's always second, right? So that's see how natural you understand how natural that is. If I'm going to my left, now that dribble is with my shooting hand, and it's a little more awkward to bring it over. Plus, the natural step back would be my left foot, but then I have to bring my right foot all the way back behind my left foot because, again, I'm shooting left-handed. My left foot needs to be forward. If I'm trying to bring my right back first when I'm dribbling with my left and bring it over to my right hand, that's a lot more That's a lot more awkward. So the whole thing is a little bit absurd. But yeah, that's everybody's like, oh well, the scouting report and the tendencies and all of that nonsense. But it says although she started the season showing some clear rust, especially from behind the arc, Clark is rounding back into the first team All WNBA form that she had displayed on a rookie campaign, threatening defenses not only with the deep ball, but also with her uncanny ability to pass teammates open, as well as getting to the rim on her own. However, and this is the chart, right? A heat chart of Clark's shot attempts is raising some concerns about how effective she can be moving forward. I can't believe we're having this conversation. Coming out of Iowa, the scouting report read that she was the most comfortable shooting from the left side of the floor and was really only finishing consistently at the rim from the right. Again, strengths. You need to stop her strengths. And I know I've mentioned this one before, but it's just because it's so famous. Vince Lombardi, the famous Green Bay Packer coach who won, all the championships and his only loss in the playoffs in his entire coaching career. The Eagles beat him in 1960 to win the NFL title. I'm just saying. So he would talk about that at the time. I think it was the end around, or maybe it was the sweep to the left, and he's like, you can know it's coming if you want defenses, but we're going to execute it so well that you're not going to stop it anyway. Why would we go away from our strength when we can beat you with it even if you know it's coming? Which is one of the big criticisms I have with Stephanie White. Stephanie White wants to, speaking of scouting reports to Caitlin Clark, Stephanie White wants to do what the other defenses want her to do because, oh, those defenses know it's coming, right? Got to take the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands because, hey, the other team wants it out of Caitlin Clark's hands. Got to get rid of the pick and roll. Again, something we're still not doing with this team, not seeing barely any Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark pick and roll. Well, we don't wanna do that because, oh, the other team knows it's coming. Right, like they did for 20 years with Stockton and Malone, who she mentioned when she got the job, and now miraculously, somehow, we don't talk about that anymore. So again, there's one of my big criticisms of Stephanie White is she's buying into this right here. I'm surprised she lets Caitlin Clark shoot the step back three from that area. Because, hey, you know what? The other team knows it's coming, so gosh darn it, we can't be doing it. Absolutely insane. But yeah, so they're latching on to another thing of, oh, well, Caitlin Clark's doomed. Caitlin Clark's not evolving. Caitlin Clark's predictable. We're going to take away that shot from Caitlin Clark. Well, you haven't done it yet. The scouting report's been the same since college. Nobody's doing it. Caitlin Clark is third in the league in scoring despite the slow start. Caitlin Clark is first in the league in assists despite the slow start. Caitlin Clark is shooting better from three than Kelsey Mitchell right now, despite the slow start. And yeah, for those, I'm not knocking Kelsey Mitchell. I'm just emphasizing the fact that Kelsey Mitchell is a very good 3-point shooter. Caitlin Clark started that first season. What was she? Three of her first 16? Is that right? I think that's right. But now her percentage is better than Kelsey Mitchell after all these games, right? And we had, of course, the wackos on social media. She can only shoot from one side of the floor in the rim. Elite defenses are going to swallow her up. She's been doing that since college. Where are these elite defense? When are they going to swallow? They already know it. If it's that obvious that they're going to swallow it up, when does it happen? No mid-range game. Can't shoot right, someone else noted. Again, I already mentioned this. She has a mid-range game, but she hasn't been forced to use it all that much. We see glimpses here and there. And the point is, if she can make those shots and make those moves, they're there. They're in her game. She's just only using them very judiciously to keep you guessing to say, okay, you want to start overplaying this part of my game? Just remember, I do have this and I will beat you with it. So it's kind of wild that we're having this conversation that somehow Caitlin Clark is magically going to be stopped now, even though we've known all of this for years. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. I really, truly appreciate it. Shout out to the 19. Go of the day you deserve. I will talk to you later.